Good evening, folks. Recording here from West Belfast. Um, White line protest, guys. White line protest. Um, and peaceful, of course. So yeah, guys. This is to do with a couple of schools that's involved. Um, I'm just going to be doing a couple of interviews as well. So yeah. Um, Bit of support there, guys. Bit of support there. Keep keep her lit. Yeah, guys. So yeah, this is to do with a couple of schools. A guy um outside the school, taking pictures, folks, taking pictures. And guys, this is starting to ramp up. You know, it's like near enough every day. Like you're hearing something. This has happened, that's happened, and it's to do with all these illegals that's coming over, folks. Guys, this has nothing, to do with race. Okay. There we go, Andy's off. Um, yeah, this has got nothing to do with the colour of people's skin, guys. This has got nothing to do where these people are coming from. You know, we're a very tolerant country. We've been having immigration here for, oh gosh, years, folks, absolute years. And we've had no problems at all, you know, and yeah, it's these ones coming over in the boats, guys. You know, and if there's any lefties that's going to watch this video, please listen to us. You know, refugees are welcome into our country, 100%. Genuine refugees, and immigrants are also welcome into our country. Legal. Again, I will say legal immigrants. They come in the proper way, guys. They come in and abide by our laws. But it's not only that. Guys, these men are coming in. They're not men, they're monsters. Sorry, let me rephrase that. And I'm not saying all these guys coming in on the boats are the same. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Amongst them, there's some bad ones. And amongst them, good ones. You know, but we don't know who's who, folks. We don't know who's who. So, yeah, guys, this is what it's all about. It's communities coming together. Communities coming together, folks. And some of these people in these cars probably don't even have a clue of what we're doing out here. So there we go, folks. A couple of supporters there driving past. Yeah. So sorry, guys. So yeah, undocumented guys. You know, and there's people that are pro-Palestine. I watched a documentary today, guys, and Hamas went in. The only thing separating Israel and Gaza is like a fence. It's like a fencing. It's just like a fence. Bang, straight in. They obliterated it. Obliterated it, guys. They just shot all around, and the bullets in all the houses, and they burnt the houses out, and they took hostages. And guys, it wasn't actually Jews. These guys were murdered because they were Jews. It's wrong. And some of you guys are supporting this. And folks, it wasn't even just Hamas that done this. There was Palestinians joined in as well. And they were doing it as well. So, yeah. You need to research, guys. You need to be watching these documentaries. You need to be doing your research. The Islamic plan is to take over. That's the plan, guys. So, yeah. I'm just going to pause this, folks. I know I'll keep it running. I'll keep it running. So let me just get a few of the signs here, guys. Greater Shankill Concerned Residents Collective say no to forced, mass, uncontrolled, unfettered, illegal immigration into our country. Stand up for your children and grandchildren's futures now. Enough is enough. And guys, it says it all there on there. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'll just pop myself over here. And this is for the landlords as well. Absolutely disgusting. These are more concerned about taking money. Absolutely disgusting, guys. Ready to say a few words? Are we good?
Good? I don't know.
Let's,
It depends on what you're asking.
you'll be grand. You'll be grand.
That's it.
So I'll just ask you a couple of questions. Do you want your face on or not? Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Okay, guys. So if you can just give me your name.
It's Mulvina.
Movina.
Yeah.
Excellent, Movina. And how long have you lived in the Shankill for?
40 odd years.
40 odd years. And how much have you seen it change over them years?
Big time. It's changed really bad. So it has. It's with all these immigrants coming in and they're unfettered and it's a big change.
Yeah. And then this protest tonight, it's to do with one of I call them monsters, because in my eyes, they're monsters.
Yep.
Can you just tell me what it was that he was doing?
Taking photographs and looking at watching kids in primary schools. It's all up when you can't send your own child to school. They're getting watched with these foreigners. Or as you say, monsters.
Monsters.
They're animals.
They are. They really are. Listen, thank you so much, and I'll leave you to stand and protest.
Thank you.
And very peaceful, guys. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This girl, see the girl over there with the kids with a grey jumper, grey hoodie.
Hold on, bear with me. Let me just turn this one off. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
The grey hoodie with the kids. That's Kirsty's sister-in-law. Her wee child was actually in the playground.
Right, do you think she would speak to me?
I don't know. You can ask Kirsty, yes. But she's down because it was her children in the playground.
Alright, so the
Her
one
wee boy as well.
the one with the backpack on?
Yes.
Right, and what's her name?
Siobhan.
Siobhan. I'll go over and ask her. Cheers, thank you. Some young lads Okay, folks. So I've got another lady. She's thinking about doing a wee interview. It is nerve wracking, guys. I'm just starting out on the citizen journalist journey. So yeah. Yeah, guys. So these monsters are being caught at schools. Taking pictures of our children. Taking pictures of our children, guys. Um, yeah, so the Islamic plan is to take over, folks. That's their end game. You know, they're going for the Jews in Nigeria. I think it's something like 50,000 plus Christians. They have um, wiped out, you know, and Sinn Féin are for the Muslim Brotherhood guys. So the Catholic citizens are starting to turn on them because they can see what they're doing. You know, you have Michelle O'Neill and Mary Lou, you know, with hijabs and that on and pandering to these people. And they think by bringing them here and talking to them or whatever, they're going to. Folks, you need to remember these ones that are preying on our kids and stuff, they follow the Quran to the T. Okay? They they are pedophiles. You know, they're raping our children, guys. They're even marrying children, and they're marrying their cousins, and you know, and it's not going to stop, guys. And I feel sorry for the children. I feel sorry for the children of Gaza because, guys, let's be real here. You know, these men were children themselves, and their minds were warped from a young age. You know, their schooling, let's just say, was war, killing people, um, practice ranges for these kids to practice their shooting skills. You know, and that's instilled into them, folks, from a very young age. So changing that mindset when it's been thumped into them, you know, from a young age, it's not going to change. You know, it's not going to change their mindsets. You know, and no, you're grand, you're grand. Okay, folks, so this is Stephen Baker. How you doing, Stevie? And what's going on in this area?
Doing all good, Nick. Now, what's happened tonight is there was an incident happening in two schools just up the road from this location. We're on the West Circular Road now. A couple of schools up Springvale and Spring Hill. A couple of incidents happened. Both schools of the same farm on taking pictures of schools or taking pictures in the school, trying to get pictures of children. Now, the claim has been made that this mom was only taking pictures of the mountains, but the mountains are easy accessible up here. You know, it's a 5 minute walk from the school, and you're basically up the mountain to take pictures if you want. So basically, some of the parents from up around this area have reached out and asked this kid to come up and stage a protest, could come up and try and raise awareness about this. So basically, that's what's happened. We've all gathered together, the usual crew, and we'll come up here to support the people of Highfield and Spring Martin and the parents of these two schools.
Okay, Stevie, and everything's out there for everyone to do their research. And the Islamic plan is for them to take over. Would you agree to that? Would you agree with that? That that's their plan?
Yeah, 100%. That's their worldwide caliphate. What they've been doing is like let's just say an easy, they see it as an easy takeover where our government, this Labour government, Queer Stormer, has just opened up our borders and he literally stated that it's a test. This is all a test and we're allowing this test to carry on. This is why I urge us all to get out. But the reason behind what they're doing is it's been listen. I believe that we've been sold out. You know, when we have our king inviting these people in, having ceremonies with these people, and treating us like we're the foreigners, that's not acceptable. This is what their plan is. The caliphate is to take over the Muslim Brotherhood. They have no intentions of assimilating. They want to turn this realm into how they live. And unless we, the good folk of Ulster, Northern Ireland, don't get out and stop it, start digging your own graves now, folks.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that, Stevie. And listen, we are a very tolerant country. And we've been having immigration for God knows how many years, and we have had no problems with these people. Now, with all these ones coming over, they're unfettered, unchecked, and in amongst them are monsters. I call them monsters because they are monsters. What do you think should happen, once they come into this country? The taxpayers are paying for these people to be put up in hotels.
I think they should be stuck straight in the jail, not even processed, just rerouted back to where they came from. I think all the boats should be sunk that are coming from France anyway, and I honestly believe that it's the flights they're flying them in planes. The boats, the boats are a big distraction. Folks, your government, they're flying these people in. They're planting them in locations all around your communities, in and around your communities. And we don't know who these people are. And nobody's going to tell us who these people are. So something has to be done about it.
Yeah, yeah, and as I said a couple of times on my videos as well, all people's eyes are on these boats, but it's the lorries as well. And these lorries coming in, they're hard to keep a check off. I reckon every single lorry before they get onto that boat in Kelly, every one of them needs to be checked.
Yeah, well, if you go back a few years there, I think I remember there was a lad stopped in a lorry and there was 26 dead bodies in the back of it, if you remember. And that lad got sent to jail, serving the long term in jail for the transportation. Well, Keir Starmer's just openly inviting these people and bringing them in by plane, using military planes, using commercial planes, and just flying them in. So, I mean, listen, here's the way I see it, folks. If we see a danger, a clear and present danger in and around our communities, our areas, then it's down to us to do something about it. We can't rely on these politicians. We can't rely on the under-resourced police force who can't even get people to work for them now, let's face it, because they don't trust them. The people don't trust the police because of how they're treating the people. That needs to stop. We need to protect our own.
Yeah, and the bloke, Marapasa, you know, he's come over to take out basically Nigel Farage. Now, he was sentenced to 5 years, but he also got another sentence of 8 months, 8 months for breaking into the UK. Okay, so that's to run concurrent. So he's going to do 5 years, two and a half. So he broke into our country, and a judge has just set an example and give him 8 months. So what about the rest of these monsters coming in? How are these monsters getting away with getting into our country and not being taken to court for breaking the law? And the government, I would say that the government are aiding and abetting criminals.
Well, they say in the bed, and your man, Mara Pass, it shows that it's still a two-tiered system. This man just does a video making threats. Was he? Was he? Here's the thing, right? Mara Pass, he gets locked up making threats to a politician. We have these farm men running about, raping our children, starving our children, stalking our children in the parks. And if we're to react, we're getting persecuted. This needs to stop, folks. We need to claim back our power. We need to swear our allegiance with God, and it's our job to protect God's children now, because these authorities and this government isn't going to do it.
Okay, Stevie, that's brilliant, and thank you so much. You're a good man, Stevie.
Alrighty, no problem.
So, folks, that was a white line protest over in West Belfast. A foreign man caught taking pictures of children in the playground, and then he moved from that school and went on to another school. So, yeah, it's absolutely disgusting, guys, and it's ramping up here now. We don't want this, folks. We don't want this. We didn't ask for these men to be brought into our country. This is our country. These are our children that are being harassed, stalked, photographs being taken, assaulted, raped. These are our kids, guys. These are our children. So yeah, the last guy that you seen there doing a wee bit of an interview there, it's his name's Stephen Baker, Great Province Wide UK, I believe his Facebook group name is. So go and give him a follow, guys. Also, you have Lindsay Brown. I have her in my phone as Lindsay the Pocket Rocket Brown. So yeah, go give Lindsay a follow, guys. She's on Facebook and she's on YouTube and she's on TikTok as well, guys. So another great woman, another great patriot, lots of knowledge. And also, guys, go give Freedom Dad. So go give Freedom Dad a follow. He's on Facebook and he is also on YouTube. So yeah, guys, go and give them a follow. Great people, great guys, lots of knowledge about what's going on. And yeah, we need to grow our communities, guys. You know, there's people sat at home, oh, protesting doesn't do anything, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. That's not the attitude, guys. That is not the attitude. I reckon that was the attitude of England, the people in England, and now look at England. Southern Ireland as well, riddled. And we've got 6 counties here in Northern Ireland. And it's not going to take long. It's not going to take long for us to be a minority in our own country. You know, my little one, she's 14. This is who I'm doing it for. And, you know, my future grandchildren. I had my daughter late on in life. And unfortunately, I probably won't be around. Well, I might be. Who knows? You know, life's not guaranteed. But I might not be around for my grandchild to see any grandchildren born. You know, and I would like, because this will be, in later years, guys, in later years, this will be talked about. This will go down in history. You know, this will go down in the history books. And my daughter will be able to turn around and say to her daughter or son, your granny was out there fighting for you, fighting for me. Your granny went to these protests. Your granny became a citizen journalist. You know, your granny done some research and knew what was coming in to our country. You know, and that's what it's about, guys. You know, our forefathers fought for our country. It's our turn. It's our time. This is our fight. Our fight is to stand up against the treacherous government that we have. This is our fight. And if we don't win this fight, guys, there's going to be blood spilled onto our streets. You know, the Catholics and Protestants here in Northern Ireland have been divided for so long. And now we're starting to come together. So, and the government, they won't like that. You know, the Sinn Féin has already put the shackles on the Lur communities to say they're not to be going out protesting. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your babies. Until next time, guys. God bless.